Firstly, crypto assets are not currency or money, and further, it's highly unlikely that a cryptocurrency would constitute foreign currency, certainly for the time being anyway. Someone who is buying and selling crypto assets, again, is unlikely to be involved in speculation or gambling, well, at least in a tax sense anyway. So the default position is likely to be that a transaction involving either the buying or selling of crypto assets is of an investment nature. That's a presumption, and it is a rebuttable presumption, and that presumption might be rebutted where the activities are so organised that they fall to be classed as a venture in the nature of trade. For an individual, a trustee, a partner of a partnership, or member of an LLP, then where one's activities are considered as investment, any profits or losses on disposals will fall within the capital gains tax regime. A company involved in similar transactions will be subject to corporation tax on its capital gains, and broadly we will use the same computation for working out profits and losses. In terms of whether a person has crossed the line into a trade, then we first look at what are known as the badges of trade. These, of course, will be familiar to many accountants, tax advisors and lawyers. The term really is simply used to describe a number of factors scraped together from existing case law by a Royal Commission in 1955. Despite those factors being consolidated almost 70 years ago, they remain as valid as ever. However, the badges of trade are at best merely indicative. One really needs to consider the facts of a case and form a holistic view. There's more information regarding the individual badges of trade on our website. In terms of other case law, as you might imagine, at this stage there isn't really any specific case law which relates to whether a cryptocurrency activity constitutes a trade. However, in my view, there is plenty of analogous case law that relates to whether transacting in shares and perhaps other financial instruments is an investment activity or a trading activity. There have been some recent cases, namely Akhtar Ali and also the Rajesh Gill case. These are really instructive and provide some helpful discussion points of the relevant case law. In both of those cases, actually, the prima facie presumption that I mentioned, i.e. that it's an investment activity, that was rebutted by the fact-finding tribunal. In fact, in both those cases, it was largely due to the fact that both appellants had operated by reference to a business plan, albeit unwritten business plans in both cases. That was enough to give their activities the deliberate and organised quality necessary for there to be a trade.